I founded Urbanologie, which the FT has called the must-have VIP lifestyle app a few years ago. It originally started us off as a private newsletter, informing members of all the latest bars openings. And then a few years ago, we decided to take it internationally. We launched a website, and then we launched 2 apps, and we launched with guides to London and New York. And since then, we've added Miami, Los Angeles, Dubai, Paris, Ibiza, Mykonos. What makes us very different is that we do daily updated, curated content. So we have professional editors in each of the destinations uploading new content daily. And it's sort of the best edited guide that allows our members to travel like locals when they're going to different cities and destinations. We have a principle in the office and for the company that, with all the cities that we're in, but specifically London, London's a great city, but what's about to happen makes it even greater. And we have, the most extraordinary dining scene that's ever evolving, ever changing. And from everything from all the pop-ups to all the chef residencies, the amount of chefs that want to open new restaurants, new outposts in London. And there's lots of trends and variants that have been going on. But yeah, I mean, it's becoming, even for us to keep on top of all the new openings is quite a challenge, as it is with other cities, but also London is pretty much seeing such a defining time at the moment in terms of openings. And some of the really, the exciting ones are from everything from, international outposts. So you've got Red Rooster from Harlem coming to London, the Curtin Hotel. You've got, a big movement with Scandinavian food becoming much more popular with Aquavit and Asta. Very much rooted in London in terms of my background being in hospitality and PR and marketing. And also a lot of our members are involved in these restaurants projects or these pop-ups. So we get to find out about them first, which is one of the benefits of membership with Urbanologie. But also, internationally, we have very professional editors, experienced journalists that actually provide all that content for us on the ground, which gives us a massive point of difference in terms of what we write about, when we write about it, and having that sort of exclusive nature. And I think, with the reason why we launched Urbanologie and why, we enable people to travel like a local is that I think as the world is becoming smaller, what we're trying to do is make it more informed from, what dining opportunities, or, if you're a member in London and you're going to New York with us, in New York you're getting the same content as our members do in New York. So you're very much having a proper sort of New York experience. Whereas we felt that quite a few travel guides were very limited in how often the content was being updated, but also how much content was actually available. So, it's a big promise and commitment that we make to our members, but it also makes us the most interesting platform out there in terms of actually being able to get the most exclusive content directly to our private audience. Things I've been massively blown away by is Dan Barber, who is the owner of Blue Hill in New York, and he has recently done a pop-up in London on the rooftop of Selfridges, which was for his very extraordinary wasted program, which was using waste produce, or produce that was going to be wasted, and using it to create these extraordinary dishes. And this pop-up is sort of nearly ended, but it's been a huge sort of revelation in terms of how food is used, and that taking that farm-to-table approach, but actually taking it even one step further. And he's a pioneer of that farm-to-table American-style contemporary cuisine. But with Wasted, we saw something else, and we saw also the chefs in London getting involved as well, from Gordon Ramsay to Tom Kerridge, Claire Smith, all getting involved in the passion and the consideration of how these dishes were made and where the ingredients were sourced, and the provenance of all these ingredients was extraordinary. And as soon as I get back to New York, that's exactly where I'm going to go to Blue Hill. I always go to Red Rooster in Harlem, one, because I think it's the most interesting thing, two, it's coming over here soon, but I think that's giving a massive insight into a corner of Manhattan that people don't tend to experience. And Marcus Samuelsson is an extraordinary chef, but also an inspiring individual. So definitely Red Rooster. I think keeping on top of all the latest openings, the most interesting. The bar scene, the underground bar scene is really interesting now in New York. You go and visit Jason Athenson's restaurant, the Clock Tower at the Edition. I also, one of the most extraordinary things that happens in New York is Woody Allen playing the piano in the evenings at the Carlisle Hotel, so that's a must. Recommend one of Alain Ducasse's restaurants. I know his Reche, which is one of his latest ones, which is a sort of French seafood restaurant. I mean, it's super, it's sort of slightly understated, but the extraordinary food, extraordinary cuisine, extraordinarily well thought out. But also, you know, he's got such a wide range of restaurants in Paris. Those ones, and also, we have, I think there's been such a big movement between Paris and London in terms of the openings. We have, you know, Hotel Coste is now coming to London, which was always on my radar whenever I used to go to Paris, was to go to Hotel Coste for drinks. They're now opening in London. You know, Frenchie, which is one of the most extraordinary restaurants, and actually I do recommend going into Paris, but actually they've opened a very successful outpost. Or Ferdy's, which is a very popular under the radar brasserie. Again, they've opened in London. So it's that choice of what we try to do is, on Urbanologie, is find out those little hidden gems or the new openings, which actually make it a bit more interesting in terms of a visit. And obviously with Paris, it's a much easier city to get around. So actually it's much more contained in terms of being able to go to lots of different bars one evening or lots of different restaurants and experiencing what they have. More local guides to Urbanologie in terms of providing really informative a destination series in terms of our members being able to travel like a local. So getting the inside track with the help of Elegant Resorts and their team in terms of actually building these extraordinary guides that are updated, useful, but also allow you to really travel like a local and make the most of the destinations when you're there.